So this video I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to talk over it because I was working out with a lot of people in the room. We're going to warm up like we did last time with leg lifts. We're going to do 2 warm-up exercises. So the first one is about 15 leg lifts. You can leave your head up. This makes it a little bit harder. Make sure your abs are tight and your back is flat up against the floor. We're going to do about 15 leg raises here. And then I want you to use a small band if you have. You can use this without a band also. I'm going to go grab it now. I'm going to loop the bands around my wrist and be in a plank position. Just like what I'm doing now. I'm going to show you from 2 different angles. I'm going to show you from front and then I'm going to show you from the side. So you're going to do a lateral walking plank. I want to say about 4 or 5 walks to the left and then 4 to 5 walks to the right. So this is a very difficult exercise. It's for warming up your rear delts, your arms, your shoulders, and also your abs, because your core, like I said last time, is the most important part when you're lifting. See, also I'm not rocking left and right. I'm trying to be as stable as possible in the center of my body. That was hard, so I'm gonna rest. And we're gonna do the warm-up twice. So about 15 to 20 leg raises. I put my hands underneath my butt, lift my head high, and straight leg lifts. Then we're going to move into those plank walks again. Now, if you do not have a band or if it was too difficult, definitely use it without it. When you get more advanced and do this routine again, you can start to incorporate the bands around the wrist. So try and go down and back. And if your arms are not burning, try and do another round. My arms were definitely burning here. So our first set of exercises is you're going to need a band and then a set of 1 dumbbell. We're going to do rows and band pull-aparts, it's called. So band pull-aparts, you're going to see me keep pointing to my stomach because it's going to have to do with you engaging your core. You're going to crunch like someone's punching you in the stomach. You're going to be hard. And then you're going to grab the bands. First I grabbed them too tight, too close together, so it was harder to pull. So then I separated my arms a little bit. And then I'm going to pull. So you're going to start above your head like I am, core engaged, and then you're going to pull to your chest or around your nipple line, separating them. My elbows are out. I'm going to turn and show you the back. Core engaged, and my elbows, you can see, are pointed right at you. So this is going to be for your upper back. This is a warm-up a little bit, but it is difficult. You're going to do about 15 to 20 reps. And then we're going to move into single arm dumbbell rows. So on a bench, on a chair, or any object that you have, a couch, you're going to place one knee on it. You're going to place your left knee, left hand on the object. Your right leg is back. And your dumbbell is in your right arm. So you're going to pull the dumbbell up to your hip. See how it goes down almost by my face, and I'm pulling it all the way back so the back of the dumbbell is almost touching my hip. I'm trying to adjust my feet a little bit. My head is down the whole time. My head is not cranked up. Do about 10 to 12 reps on each side, and now I'm switching sides. So the most important part is the direction of the dumbbell. So it will take some time to get used to, but it's like you're dragging it up and behind. You're not dragging it up so it's in your neck. You're bringing it back. You're going to do this round 3 times with the band pull-aparts, this is called, and single arm dumbbell rows. After you do the 3 rounds, I want you to continue and do the single arm rows another 2 sets. Try and increase rep ranges. You're going for 10 to 12 reps here. So I used a 15-pound dumbbell, and then I went up to 20 pounds, and then I went up again. So starting out, maybe start out with the first round 10 pounds, and then make small increments there. I can do these dumbbell rows with up to 40 to 50 pounds, but it's difficult and with proper form. Make sure you're doing execution over anything. So I just went to go extremes with a 20-pounder. I'm also like to start on opposite sides, so whatever side I start with, the next round I start on the opposite side. So I started on my right side, so I'm starting now on my left side. So I'm resting a little bit because my arms are a little sore. You do not have to go fast in between each set. I would rest about 60 seconds maybe, depending how you feel. And then I would start with the band pull-aparts again. So that's 3 rounds of band pull-aparts with dumbbell rows. And then you're going to stop the band pull-aparts and do 2 more rounds with dumbbell rows. And you're going to hit 10 to 12 reps for each.
Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna say goodbye. No. Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna say goodbye. No. Never gonna give. Never gonna give. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give. Never gonna give. Never gonna give. Never gonna give. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give. Never gonna give.
So next I'm going to show you how to place a band inside the door. This door did not close, so I'm doing the exercise actually from a bar, but if you have a bar, great. Use a door, I tie a knot and put it behind the door and close it. It's supposed to work. So we're going to do basically pull downs with the band. You're going to go for 20 reps depending on the strength of the band that you have. My band was pretty light, so I went for higher rep ranges. So my chest is up the entire time. You see my shoulders are not in my ears. I'm trying to bring them down as low as possible. And every time I come down, my chest is up and I'm squeezing my back. So these are seated pull downs. These can be done on a machine obviously, but since we're using mostly bands, I'm showing you here. And then I'm gonna move the camera and show you from a different angle. We're gonna do standing pull-overs or pull-downs, people call them. So it's gonna be using the same band. Like I said, you can tie it in the door. If this is not clear enough, let me know. I'll show you another video. And then you're going to take the band. Depending how high you grab it is how hard the resistance is going to be. So I move my hands up because I want the resistance harder. And I'm bringing the hands and the band down into my waist or hips. I'm hinged at almost like a 45-degree angle a little bit. I'm not really swinging my entire body. I'm trying to bring my chest up also. I did about 15 to 20 reps here. You're going to do 3 rounds of this, so I'm going to show you again. Seated pull downs. I sat down with my legs straight. I moved up a little bit, and you can have your knees bent slightly. Depending also where you grab this is the type of resistance. I was grabbing low, so I went for higher rep range, which you should too. So you're going to do 3 rounds of 20 reps of the seated pull down. Chest up, bring your arms down, elbows back, and try and squeeze when you pull down. Then we're going to go into 15 to 20 standing pull down. So I'm going to pull as back. I'm going to go at a 45-degree angle. And I'm gonna try and bring my chest up. I obviously need to reposition the camera. Sorry. So you can see more at a side instead of my back. So I'm grabbing low right now. I know I eventually grab up higher to make it a little bit more difficult for me. But try and get the exercise first before you do that. You can go for larger rep ranges. I don't know what type of bands that you have with resistance. If you have a yellow, that's lighter. Red is usually medium. Black is harder. So start with maybe a yellow or the red, and then eventually we can move up to a black band. The next set of exercises is going to be push-ups, which you can use the same band around the door, but we're going to be push-up floor presses. So you're going to bring your chest all the way down, let go of your hands, bring them up, and push up. You're going to do 10. These are for your triceps and your chest. You want proper form and positioning with these. That's why we're going to start here at push-up floor presses, and then we're going to move into plank dumbbell rows. So this is going to be a little bit more difficult. I'm going to go grab a set of dumbbells. I would recommend starting with even 5, maybe 5s or 10s. I'm going to show you from the front, and then I do eventually turn so you can move on the side. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to be in a high plank. You're going to take the dumbbell and row to your hip. You're going to be, it's a little bit unsteady because you have to have a solid core in order to do this. It's alternating plank dumbbell rows, so it might be easier when I turn and show you on your side how I try not to turn on my hips or move too much, and I'm really using my core to do this. This is a great exercise. You can be down on your knees to do this exercise too, which unfortunately I do not show you that variation, but I can. This is how it looks on the side. See how I'm pulling all the way back to my hip, and see how I'm not deviating and turning my entire body to pull them up. So the next round that I do of these, I will show you from the side. You're going to go for 3 to 4 rounds of this. So I went by 10 and I did 5. So you're pulling, it's 10 total for the alternating plank dumbbell rows, 5 on each side. For these, I grab the floor, like I'm clawing them. My hands are not really flat. I'm clawing and trying to grip the ground.
never gonna let you go, never gonna say goodbye, no.
You also do not need to use the band to use the push-up floor presses, but I already had the band set up, so I did. So you're going to be in a high plank. Balance, it requires feet separated. Your arms are going to be over the dumbbells, your shoulders, and I'm pulling back to my hip. So last, we're going to end with an ab exercise and a tricep exercise. These are called dead bugs. So your feet and the arms are up, and it's opposite arm to opposite leg. As you crunch up, you are supposed to be exhaling out. So down, up. That's when you breathe. Your head is up because it's supposed to be harder. You cannot slip a hand or any object behind my back because I'm pushing it into the floor. This is a great stability exercise, a cool down exercise, a warm-up exercise. Just everything revolves around your core at the end of the day. So you want to make that strong, and this is a great exercise for that. You can do 8 to 10 on each side. And then I'm going to show you an overhead tricep extension, trying to explain to you proper form. So grab a light dumbbell to start. I have a 15-pounder, definitely go lighter, 10 pounds, 8 pounds. Sit down on a bench or a stool. I'll show you from the side. You want to get the proper grip first behind your head. So make sure you have a strong grip. My thumbs and my fingers are wrapped around the weight. I'm trying to fix it because I don't have it stable right now. Do not rest it on your head. So the weight is resting in the mid to upper of my back. That's where you want the weight to always start. You do not want to half-ass it and have it half behind your head. You want it always to start behind your back like that. So as you see that I'm coming down, my triceps or my elbows are close to my head, and then they're flaring outward as I come up. Close to my head, flaring outward as I come up. That is the proper form for a tricep overhead extension. It makes a tricep overhead much more difficult. Try and do this 2 to 3 rounds. So that is, again, dead bugs and overhead tricep extension. Try and work on the proper form before increasing weight. Elbows together, elbows flare out. So I'm just showing you and repeating the same video again so you can see the form.